Should be around here somewhere. Let's see. October, November, December, January. Perfect. Who knew that the archive room of a secret government agency would be so large? Actually, never mind, of course it is. Gotta hurry before the records keeper wakes up. Wouldn't be great to be found snooping here. Though I wouldn't have to be here in the first place if they actually kept up their end of the bargain and told me what they knew about my past. Watch them just be lying to me about knowing anything this entire time. Whatever. Maybe there's a file on the cult. Wait, what? A whole locker labeled Subject Fenix. Obviously locked. Thank the gods for paperclips. There, open. Great. The last person I wanted to see down here.
Jerry, wake up.
Oh, King. Sorry, I must have dozed off.
Gotta grab whatever's here and split. An empty box and a receipt. Contents of Subject Fenix case relocated to redacted due to redacted. Authorized by Special Agent King.
Try to take your job a bit more seriously.
You ain't got nothing to worry about. If top-of-the-line security systems ain't enough, you've still got my eyes keeping watch. No one who isn't supposed to be here is getting through.
That better be the case, since that's what we pay you for. I'm here to return some evidence.
Sure. Go right ahead.
Where's King off to? Crap. Right to me. Gotta find a hiding spot.
Come on out, Phoenix. You aren't fooling anyone.
Crap. Hey, boss man! Fancy meeting you down here.
You don't have clearance to this area. Hoping to find some information on your missing memories?
Guess we're dropping all pretense. It's been 6 months, and I don't know anything more than the photographs you showed me the first day we met.
As I've constantly reminded you, Mr. Phoenix, as soon as we discover any more prominent information, you will be the first to know.
Then what's that, huh? Subject Fenix?
Did you look inside?
Yes.
Apparently we need better locks. If you saw inside, then you know it's not available for just anyone to see.
Why not?
Mr. Phoenix, the EPO is a clandestine agency operating at the highest level of discretion. We do background checks on all personnel that work here. You're a special case, as I'm sure you remember.
Poor attempts at flirting aren't gonna get you out of this conversation.
Lazy humor to hide real emotion, as always. I promise, you've seen everything we have.
I've seen nothing. Are you telling me that the great and powerful EPO hasn't figured out anything since then?
If you're so sure that's the case, then there really isn't anything more to discuss.
You're telling me that after all this time, you have nothing? You're a liar, and I know it.
Watch how you speak to me. Have you ever entertained the thought that maybe you're the reason we haven't found anything worthwhile? Who knows what you did during those 8 months? Perhaps the answer has been under our noses this whole time. We just had the decency to not take him apart and see what makes him tick.
I haven't felt fear like this in a long time.
But that's a topic for another day. I stopped by your office before I came down here.
And?
And you have a new mission. Better get moving. Agent Watts didn't seem too pleased with it.
Fine. Thank you, sir. You know, I don't say this a lot, but this is nice. Nothing but us, the great outdoors, and a murderous witch hiding in the woods.
Ugh, why is it always the woods? Why can't they ever find a witch at a computer cafe or Comic-Con or, I don't know, somewhere with Wi-Fi?
Yeah, unless a witch is leaving totems behind at Comic-Con or wherever, we're heading to the woods.
Why is she leaving totems behind at the crime scenes anyway? It's like she's asking to get caught.
I can only really think of 2 reasons. 1, she's marking her territory to ward off other nomadic witches. Or 2, she's powerful enough to taunt us because she knows she can get away with it.
Ooh, or 3, she hates me personally.
What really doesn't make sense is why she's become so violent all of a sudden. Ayana has lived in that forest for a long time and she's never hurt a single person.
So, what's the plan, Elijah, other than making me miserable, of course?
Can't be any worse than that whole ghoul in the sewers disaster. Ugh. I swear I still have some of that stink on me.
We are not bringing that back up.
Fine. Then what is your plan, Elijah? Find the witch, kill her, and leave?
In a nutshell,
Isn't it always?
witches are some of the most dangerous beings out there. They can draw their power from various ancient sources. If she really is the one behind these disappearances, then we might have to take her out.
And we'll be ready with a trap for her?
Exactly.
Yeah, I've whipped up something that can disrupt lunar and geothermal energies. Anything satanic is your problem.
And what if this Ayana is way more powerful than we realize? And what if it's not her at all and something entirely different? Are we prepared for that?
We're here.
Great. No answer. Very reassuring. Surrounding us is a thick forest with trees that reach into the sky. The sunset peeks through here and there, but it's mostly obscured. So this is it? A lot colder than I thought it would be.
I told you to pack a sweater.
Oh, well, excuse me for not thinking it'd be this cold in summer.
Stop bickering. We're playing in her home field, and judging by the feel of magic surrounding us, she's got a really big advantage.
Then we're smack dab in the middle of enemy territory. Great plan as always.
How about you and Allie go explore the surroundings? See what we're working with, huh? I'll get our camp set up and ready for us to use.
My equipment is already set up and scanning, so sure.
You sure you can handle pitching a tent? Don't want you to get stuck.
Haha, how about you get moving before you lose Allie?
Come on, Jason!
I'm on my way! I watch Allie storm through the somewhat treaded path before us. I use the word path generously, as it's little more than the route with the least obstacles. I've always loved the outdoors, but never really been a fan of the bugs. There's something weird about the way they move that's always creeped me out.
See anything yet?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Just a bunch of trees and dirt and bugs. Ugh.
Don't tell me you're scared of bugs, Spider King.
What? Spiders and bugs are not the same thing. And don't tell me you're not.
Of course not. What kind of scientist would I be if I was afraid of bugs?
Are you afraid of anything?
Barely.
Oh. So the great Alexandria Watts is afraid of some things.
Remember what happened last time you called me that?
Yeah. I will never figure her out. Not for lack of trying, I suppose. She just plays things close to the chest. Oh, so does Eli. And really everyone else in our field. What am I even doing trying to get closer to them? This isn't me. Could reason it away as saying I'm just trying to find my memory, but I'd probably be lying.
Jason, head out of the clouds!
What? I'm fine. What's up? What's she kneeling Oh, gods. Is that a mutilated deer? Blood and organs everywhere. Some parts are completely missing. Some kind of animal attack?
What kind of animal does this?
And what's that next to it?
A totem. Looks like it's definitely our witch. Huh, look at that.
A trail of blood in the underbrush. Not that much. A few scattered drops of bright red here and there.
Ooh, we should follow it.
Are you sure?
Oh, still scared?
No, of course not. Why would I be scared?
Well, at least we know our killer isn't invulnerable. No way there'd be this much of a blood trail if it didn't get hurt too.
Oh, great news. Can I ask you something?
Yes, I will be using you as a human shield if we run into it.
Obviously.
Spit it out.
Have you ever felt, stuck, Allie? Lost?
Are you trying to tell me you think I'm lost?
No, that's not what I meant. I've been thinking...
Oh, there's your problem.
Can you just answer the question?
Is this about your memory loss?
Yes. Have you ever had something you couldn't remember?
Nope, never.
Right. Of course you haven't. Should have known better than to talk to her about anything. Should have just kept my mouth...
What? You worried you did something terrible that you can't remember?
Well, I wasn't worried before. I feel like King and the director, whoever they are, they know a lot more than they're letting on.
You're asking if I'm in on their secrets.
maybe.
I'm not.
And Elijah? What about those tapes in his office?
It's just old case stuff. All that work, and it's pretty boring, honestly.
Uh-huh. So, what did you want to tell... Ah! What was that for?
Look!
A cabin. Well, it can barely be called a cabin with how decrepit it is. Holes in the walls and roof, and vines and plants creeping all over it. The front door is nowhere to be seen. Just a dark interior from here. What is it?
I don't know, but it's suspicious. We've explored enough for now. I'll call Elijah and tell him to get over here. Oh, damn it. No signal. Jason, you stay here. I'll head back to the camp and get him.
You want me to wait here? Alone, with a witch on the loose?
You'll be fine. Just avoid the cabin.
Great! All alone now.
Not quite alone.
Who's there?
Hello, Jason.
Standing in the crooked, splintered doorway of the cabin is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Older than me for sure, but not by too much. Middle-aged maybe. Her dark black hair falls over her shoulders and onto a beautiful maroon sundress. But what strikes me is that her arms are covered in what look like vines. They creep up her arms, almost like they would a tree. A crown of twigs and leaves sits in her hair. Hi.
There's no need to be afraid.
I'm not so sure of that yet.
Oh, please, Jason. Do I look like a monster to you?
Are you a witch?
I am. My name is Ayana, but I'm not the one killing the campers and animals.
Oh, then who is?
This forest has been my home for centuries. I know everything that happens in it, and I sense everyone who enters it. I can even control it to a degree.
She waves a hand over some of the ground and produces a field of beautiful, multicolored flowers. She picks one, locks eyes with me, and hands it to me. Her face barely a breath away from mine.
And when you entered my forest, I sensed something special. So I decided to investigate.
What do you want?
I want to help you. To let someone as unique and interesting as you waste away at the EPO? No, I won't let that happen.
Oh, you know the EPO?
Of course. They've spent some time trying to recruit me. It did not work out. You can't trust them. Not the agency, and certainly not your two friends that have entered with you. Especially Elijah. His soul is dark. They're hiding things from you, Jason.
And I'm supposed to believe you.
Well, first I'll explain why I'm not the killer you're looking for. He is, I believe, a serial killer, imprisoned for his crimes, though now he's free. At least that's what I've seen in his mind.
You can read minds?
The mind is my specialty. Don't worry, I'm not reading yours.
Okay, so if you can control minds, why haven't you stopped this killer? You say the forest is your home, but I've seen animals be victims of this guy.
I am well aware of the deaths he is causing. Unfortunately, my powers aren't influencing him. Perhaps it has to do with his mind, which is why I had to summon the EPO against my better judgment.
The totems. You left them on purpose.
Exactly. But I brought him up to show you that you can trust me. The EPO sent you here trying to find a killer witch, yes? But you found instead a simple killer. Nothing supernatural about him. All too often this tends to happen with the EPO. They like to blame everything on otherworldly creatures like some scared child afraid of the boogeyman. When in the end, it is truly themselves and the mortals they have to blame.
This world is full of monsters. And sometimes we have to do the things we'd rather not do to keep people safe.
They were too impatient with getting their first trial run started. An entire lab swallowed whole with everyone in it gone without a trace.
King's daughter must be in a lot of emotional pain as well.
Mother is gone and her dad barely spends any time with her. She's lonely.
I summoned it. The Kikimora. but I didn't think it would be dangerous.
You need guys like me on your side if you want to stay alive.
The EPO fears things they cannot understand and control. You are unknown to them, Jason, and so they fear you. But I do not, for I know who and what you are. Rather than control or hurt you, I would embrace you with open arms. I want to help.
Miss, more than anything, you scare me most at this moment.
I'd hope you would see reason, but I see you need more proof. Go back to them, your friends. Ask them what they know about your past.
My past? You mean the lost memories?
See you soon, Jason.
She disappears back into the cabin. Not what I expected. But what did she mean with all that? Don't trust the EPO? Obviously, but... that lullaby. How did she know it? Does she really know who I am? No. Even if she does, it doesn't matter. I need to head back to camp. I am not spending another second in this forest alone. What should I say? I can't exactly say that I found the witch that they're looking for. Especially when she's not the one behind the killings. They might still go after her. Should I tell them about the serial killer? Footsteps. It must be them.
He snuck into the archive room?
King told me before we left.
What was he doing in there?
Apparently, he found the subject Fenix locker. He even managed to pick the lock and open it.
He picked it?
Yeah. Do you think he remembers anything?
I doubt it. We would probably know if he had. He isn't the greatest at hiding things.
They're hiding things from you, Jason.
She was right. I've got to get back to her.
What was that?
Jason?
I should never have trusted them. Should have only relied on yourself, Jason. But now you're running to this witch. She's probably the only person who knows who I am. Maybe she can help. Ayana! That's her cabin, and the flower patch she created. Ayana! I want you to help me.
You're back sooner than I thought. And so angry.
Of course I'm angry! She appears behind me and rests her arms on my shoulders.
I can show you what they're hiding from you.
You can show me?
I can.
Why?
I show you your past so that I may set you free from a possible future. A future where you become shackled by them. But I see another future. One where you decide your own fate. One where no one ties you down. Now, let me help you.
So, this is your lair?
No, this is merely an outpost. My lair is deeper in the woods, and this old cabin is merely a facade. A red herring.
You want me to go down into your basement? I've seen enough movies to know where that leads.
The answers you're looking for are down there, I promise you that.
This is more what I thought of when I imagined witches. The walls are adorned with torches and old tapestries of various mythological creatures. It looks like a mini forest in here. Almost all of the floor is taken up with plants, and the roof is a canopy of leaves. At one end of the room is an altar with some more plants and a small bowl on it. In the middle of the room is what looks to be some kind of campfire. The fire is burning a greenish purple with a cauldron above it. Guess the stories about witches aren't entirely false.
Is this more what you expected?
Yeah. So, how are you planning on showing me my past? Oh, cool. Let's just get this thing started then.
Of course.
A face. My face appears in the steam. I'm sitting alone at a table. Where am I? Mel's? Yeah, I remember it. Remember ordering from that employee. I don't remember how that night ended. Based on the half-empty bottle of liquor next to my burger, I can guess why. How many crime scenes do I have to show up at for them to pay attention? What if I'm a threat? I could be a threat if I wanted to. But no. I'm not good enough for the EPO.
Sir, we don't allow alcohol here.
I need it. Helps me think. Hey, how would you get a government agency's attention?
Drinking in a diner won't get the FBI here. But I can call the cops if you want.
Cops not good enough.
I don't know. Become a terrorist. Start a cult. Just do it somewhere else, buddy.
That's it!
Yeah. Get a move on.
No. I'm gonna start a cult. Or join one, probably easier.
Whatever you say, man.
It's funny how big things can be set into motion from the smallest of moments.
That was my plan. I mean, I guess it worked.
At that moment, you sought out the children of Brimstone and began not merely working with them, but manipulating them to do the greatest evil possible.
Wait, it was my plan to summon a world-ending demon?
You believed it was the quickest way to attract the EPO's attention. From what I can gather, you didn't believe your cultist friends were capable of it.
Oh, thank gods I wasn't that desperate.
Let's move on. There's still more to see.
The cauldron swirls again. Now, isn't that familiar? The room I almost got sacrificed in. Hard to forget. This is the day Allie and Elijah saved me. But I already know what happens here. Why am I seeing this again? What? Where am I?
He's awake.
Good. The ritual is almost ready.
Hey, this wasn't part of the deal, you psychos!
The only deal that matters is the one we made with our master.
We will always be grateful for your assistance. Your reward shall be eternal bliss.
Sounds great, but I'm not interested. Now let me go, or you're gonna feel pretty stupid about this later.
You are the one who will feel foolish.
He picks up a bowl and stalks toward me.
Hold his mouth open, brother.
Wait, what?
Drink. Your body must be purified inside and out before you're worthy to be a gift to the fallen one.
Oh, my head. Oh, it's pounding. Oh. What? Who are you guys? Where am I?
Is this supposed to be happening?
No. Something isn't right. Knock him out.
The image vanishes. That's it? Where's the rest?
As I said, there are limits. It is hard to get memories that the person themselves does not have.
What was that drink? The purification ritual?
Their intention was to purify your body, but things didn't go according to plan. They purified your mind instead.
This is both starting to make sense and no sense at all.
What is your plan now with your knowledge?
Maybe go back to the EPO. Keep pretending to work with them. That way I can keep trying to figure out more information. Maybe even find out why this director person's interested in me.
That is not wise.
Did you? Of course you did.
Jason, I did not show you these visions for you to go back to them. They do not trust you. They do not intend to, nor do they want to help you. It has become dangerous for you to stay with them.
What do you mean?
I have had Alexandria and Elijah in my care, under a spell. They're looking for you now. Why don't I let them find you?
Isn't that the opposite of our goal?
The mind is easily fooled. They will only see their own projections of you. Would you like to see who they really are?
Show me.
Jason! Jason! Where the hell did this fog come from? I can't see anything.
Looking for me?
Jesus Christ! Where were you hiding?
Lots of places to hide in the woods.
Okay, Jason, I know that didn't sound good, but...
Were you ever gonna tell me?
Oh, you think I'm the one who decides that kind of stuff?
Oh, so now you're following the rules. Never figured you for a bootlicker. Seems like you only break the rules if they suit you. Otherwise, you're a model agent.
If that's how I keep my job, then sure.
They're using you. And they're not even telling you the truth about it.
Jason, even someone as stupid as you should know not to test me.
Why don't you think King wants me to know the truth? What is he hiding?
He probably doesn't want you to do something stupid. Now where's the witch?
I'm not telling you. See how that feels?
Stop being a brat. We have to find Elijah and finish what we came here for.
I'm not going back to the EPO.
I slowly draw my stunner.
You don't want to do that.
You're not leaving me a whole lot of choice.
You let Perdita go. Not because it helped you in any way, but because you know the EPO was wrong. If they get me now, they are never going to let me go.
They have good reason for that.
Reason that you can trust? I'm just asking you to let me go. That's it. After everything we've been through, I know that this isn't who you are.
You think you know me? You're a science experiment that went wrong. I don't owe you anything.
You have served your purpose. Now sleep.
Trudging through a forest at night was not supposed to be a part of the plan. Now I have to find a grown man in these woods, hiding like a child with a dangerous witch loose. Jason? Is that you?
The harvest has ended, and the fields are bare.
Not Jason.
The earth has grown cold, and the land is empty.
What's that? You gotta speak up, buddy. I can't hear you.
The gods of death are lingering over us, keeping a watchful eye upon the living.
Gods of death? What are you...
They wait, patiently, for eternity is theirs.
Alright, you're officially creeping me the fuck out. Who the hell is this guy? And is that a knife in his hands? It is, and that's a lot of blood. This doesn't look good.
At this time of cold and dark, I honor you, and ask that you watch over me. Protect me when the day arrives that I take my final journey.
Enjoy the nap, asshole. Now, let's see what this blood is all about. These look like the kind of clothes you'd wear in a psych ward. And judging by the old bloodstains in the torn straitjacket, I'm guessing he's a real nutcase. The dirt stains on his pants means that he must have been on the run for a good while. Is it possible he's behind the disappearances? Well, this case just got a whole lot less interesting. Still though, I doubt this psycho's the one that made all those witch tomes, especially by accident. I should find Allie. Wait, since when was there fog? The forest was clear just a moment ago. Something's going on.
You're a liar.
Jason? Where the hell have you been?
You and Allie have been keeping secrets from me this whole time.
Let's not do this right now. Come back to the campsite and we'll talk there.
Why should I go anywhere with you?
Because there's a psycho killer at my feet? I'm pretty sure that takes precedence over whatever beef you got with me or Allie.
Looks like you've already taken care of that.
That may be the case, but there's still the matter of the witch totems left behind at each crime scene.
You still think the witch is behind all of this?
I'm thinking the witch left those totems behind for a reason, They're made for the purpose of keeping its victims in a trance-like state, lost in their own heads.
That's not true. She left them behind to get the EPO here to stop that killer.
What? You met with the witch?
I did. She knew you guys would come at the first clue of supernatural involvement.
Back up. She told you all of this?
She told me everything. The videotapes in your office, those secret meetings with King, everything.
What did you expect, huh? A random guy that appears on multiple sites where the EPO has been involved goes missing for 8 months. Found again as he's almost sacrificed to the children of Brimstone. All just to end up with no recollection of what happened. Of course we'd be damn suspicious.
You were supposed to help me.
I'm not helping anyone that works with that damned cult. Whether you remember it or not, you were working with them. Either way, you were going to stay with us until I figure out what you were up to. Now, move. We're heading back.
No, I don't think I will.
Stop screwing with me and get your ass moving.
Hey, you know what's funny? And I mean, funny for me. Not so much for you.
I'm really not in the mood for your games.
None of you ever actually checked to see if I was telling the truth about not remembering those missing 8 months?
What?
Pretty big oversight if you ask me. Especially for such an influential agency like the EPO. Now that the cat's out of the bag for both of us, I don't need to pretend anymore. It's obvious that I won't get anything else out of you.
You may not have amnesia, but something's wrong with your brain if you think you're in control of this situation. I'm not giving you a choice. You're coming with me.
Ooh, someone's losing their temper. All I had to say was that I lost my memories and you guys instantly believed me. No wonder it infuriates you to know that I got the upper hand. Made you look like a fool.
You need to stop talking. Right now.
Or what? You're gonna show me the kind of monster I know you are inside?
I am not a monster!
Of course you are. Look back at our time together. I helped poor old Thomas keep his little pet without sacrificing his mortality. And what did you do? Sleep in the van until we were done.
I tried to help him. He would have been fine if he had just let me kill the damn thing. But I honored his wishes to keep it alive and calm, no matter the cost.
Except you abandoned him when I found another solution. And what about the time you tried to turn poor little Astrid into an emotionless, unfeeling thing?
It was the only thing I could think of that wouldn't hurt or kill her. It's not like I was happy to do it. I didn't have any other choice.
Of course you did! And yet, you chose to do something so inhumane and cruel. Whereas I saved her with her emotions intact.
My choices may have not been the most benevolent, but they weren't made with ill intent.
Oh, now you're just fooling yourself. For a monster like you, those ideas came easy and fast. I should know. I'm a hero in people's eyes. And a hero knows a monster when he sees one.
Ha! You think you're a hero? Don't make me laugh.
Of course I am. Everyone I've helped in our time together was saved from your evil plans by my kindness and compassion.
And you think that makes you a saint?
I think that makes me better than you.
You are not better than me.
Anybody that's willing to do something that monstrous to an innocent child is scum.
You know, I think I finally know why I don't like you.
Oh, and why's that?
Because you're a filthy hypocrite.
Excuse me?
You think you're good just because you saved Astrid? You're forgetting that men who stand by and do nothing while evil triumphs are just as guilty.
You're just proving my point. I didn't stand by. I stopped you.
But not the children of Brimstone. I don't see you stopping them. Hell, you were even working with them. Saved one child, but you let hundreds of others suffer. You can't keep your hands clean if you want to defeat people like them. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying or working for them. So, which are you, Jason?
Seems you already know which one I am.
And that is why I will hurt you in any way possible to figure out why you were working with them.
No, you won't. This is goodbye.
You are not leave. What? Wait, don't go.
How? How could they?
You see? You can't go back to them. Jason, you are stronger than both of them. You do not need them.
You're right.
Then I ask again, what is your plan?
In the vision you showed me, I met with some people.
Cultists, members of the Children of Brimstone.
You know them?
Of them. They are no small organization.
Huh. Well, the way I see it, the only way to figure out the rest of my memory loss is to go back to where I lost it.
You mean to seek out the cult, on your own?
You think it's a bad idea?
It is not for me to decide. But if you do decide to pursue this course, be careful. This may sound strange, but I like you, Jason. You intrigue me.
What should I do about Eli and Allie? I find it hard to believe they'll just let me leave.
I will keep them distracted.
Don't kill them. They may be traitors and horrible people, but I still don't want them dead.
A bit too kind to people that have done you wrong.
I just don't want their deaths on my conscience.
Good luck, Jason. And please, be careful.
Thank you, Ayana. I appreciate all you've done for me. Truly, this van is the only one I can rely on. Allie's face pops up. The time we tried to give me superpowers is one of my favorite memories. No, I can't go back. I can't trust them. I slap my face a bit. Eli's face pops up. No, not him. I will not miss him. Water starts falling from my eyes. Must be raining. Inside the van. Must be. They betrayed me. I can't. I have to. I've always been alone. It works best that way. So goodbye, you two. Despite everything you've done, I'll miss you.
The Technomancy Project, Season 1, Episode 7, Under the Moonlight. This episode was written by Colin Bradley, Emily Consaga, and Josdon Thong. The role of Elijah was played by Josdon Thong. The role of Allie was played by Erin Nicole Lundquist. The roles of Jason and the Killer were played by Daniel Lear. The role of Agent King was played by Sean King. The role of Ayana was played by Casey Stone. The roles of Cultist 2 and Jerry were played by Christopher Consaga. The role of Cultist 1 was played by Hunter Logan. The role of the Diner Server was played by Becca Consaga. The main theme was composed by Arjuna Woods, and the end titles were composed by Sean King. The Greek lullaby was performed by Kim Consaga. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please follow us on all of our social media. Stay safe out there, Waterfalls.